Hey everyone. Well, look at the screen at the couple. We have Dusty, who's been sentenced to 31 years. I put it this way, one of them is still here. Guess who? Out of this couple, only one is still here. Shout out to Claudette Hanson. Thanks for sending me this. And it's not the girl. No, it seems your boy has made it to the FBI, to the list. Lamont Stevenson, sentenced to 31 and a half years in prison for killing his fiancée and her dog. Really and truly. Killing the fiancé. There he is. I don't know why he's grinning. Killed his fiancée and her dog. Women, gotta be more careful. Fair use. A New Jersey man once on the FBI's 10 most wanted list has been sentenced to decades in prison for killing his fiancée and her dog, prosecutors said. Lamont Stevenson, whose grinning mug once adorned billboards outside Newark Liberty International Airport, was sentenced to 31 and a half years in prison Thursday for strangling Olga Ivy de Jesus, age 39, and her dog Lola in October 2014, according to the Essex County Prosecutor's Office. A judge ruled that Stevenson, age 46, who pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and animal cruelty charges in June, must serve the entire sentence without the possibility of parole. Stevenson was charged in 2014 in De Jesus slaying in absentia and later landed on the most wanted list in October 2018. He spent 5 years eluding authorities until he was ultimately captured in March 2019 in Maryland after he allegedly killed a second woman in Washington, D.C., as well as her cat. This fool going around killing the women and the pets. Both Stevenson and De Jesus attended New Jersey's Bloomfield Tech High School, and they reconnected via Facebook when she and a classmate planned their 20th class reunion, Essex County prosecutor said. Stevenson didn't attend the affair, but reached out to De Jesus, and the pair started dating. He then proposed to De Jesus a short time later. The former fugitive admitted in court in June to killing his fiancée because he was fired from his job at Pet Boys and wanted to keep it from her. So I don't want you to know that I'm fired from Pet Boys, so I'll just kill you instead. What kind of rationale is that? Incredibly, Stevenson brutally strangled Olga de Jesus because he did not have the courage to tell her he lost his job at Pet Boys. Assistant Prosecutor Michelle Miller said, "She trusted him, she loved him, and he committed the ultimate act of betrayal by forcing her to look at his face while he placed both hands around her neck and forcefully strangled the life out of her." Y'all buying that? He didn't want to tell her he lost a job at Pet Boys? Pet Boys! First of all, I understand nobody wants to lose income not buying it. Was he afraid that she wasn't going to be seen as that he was not going to be seen as a provider? Because I'm just going to be realistic with you, and I know some that are. Trust me, I know a lot of black men that are providers. But in this community, black men being providers, many are not when it comes to their families, a sole provider. So that's my thing. Was he afraid to tell her, "Oh, I can't be a provider"? Because with a black woman, they have no problems letting you know that they are not going to provide for you. Okay, they're pretty much on your own. So that's what I'm kind of wondering here. Was he thinking, okay, I don't want to be a stereotype. I got to be a provider at my glamorous pet shop boy. What is this, Pet Boy shop? And not knocking it. But idiot, it wasn't like it was rocket science. Seriously, what I do isn't rocket science. So you could have found another job. I'm not quite sure that I'm really buying that though. That was the reason. Maybe that's what he says, but I'm thinking, okay, if that is the case, maybe there was a deeper meaning, like he didn't want to look like a failure. So, oh, I lost a job at Pet Boys. I can't provide for us anymore. Why didn't you just go and find another job? That's all you had to do was go and find another job, or just tell him, be honest. Listen, again, Dusty's, everybody lies. Dusty's lie a lot, okay? TikTok, Dusty's lie a lot. All they have to do is say, listen, fire from Pep Boys, that's okay. I have some other things lined up. Hit the ground running, put your butt in your seat, get on your laptop, and look for another job. But you decided to kill her because you didn't want to tell her that you lost a job at Pep Boys. Make it make sense, because I can't. Dusty logic. Dusty logic never makes any sense. They are so irrational. And don't forget, it sounds like your boy, listening to the article, he was on the run. Because don't forget, he eluded them for 5 years. And he was ultimately captured in March 2019 after he allegedly killed a second woman in D.C. as well as her cat. Really and truly. Are you really serious? You didn't want to tell her you lost your job. So I'm going to go on and kill you, girl. That way you don't have to know. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And I'm thinking to myself also, how was he able to, if he eluded the authorities, did he have some help? Because I'm trying to understand, how could he have eluded the authorities for 5 years? How are you eating and sleeping? Where did your finances come from? Was he working elsewhere under assumed name, fake identity? Or did he have some help? I hope it's not any mammies tied to it. I cannot imagine what would go through that woman's mind. Here's a man that she loved, engaged, and he strangles her. Well, he's got 31 years, 31 and a half years that he rightfully deserved. I mean, I hate to say it. I look at stories like this, and I hate to say it, but some of the women that complain, and I totally get it because you're being a single mom. Oh, he just looked up and he just ran off. He was just gone. Let me tell you something. I would rather have a character just just leave me in peace, than to stay here and murder and having to call the police. He just ran off and he was just gone. Left me with the responsibility of raising the children or the child. I'd rather that. Yeah, go ahead and go. Get your dust bucket and move on. I'd rather that than to have read about a woman being murdered. So he's killed 2 women with their pets and smiling on the mugshot. Sick, sick individuals. It just goes to show, wow, this day and age of dating, it can be very challenging. I don't know if she did a background check on this guy, could have or would have. And sometimes doesn't mean you do a background check, it's going to show up. Because the cray could be hiding, could be lurking in the background. But this here, you didn't want to tell her you lost your job. So maybe he thought, oh my goodness, I don't want her to look down on me. Or maybe he just wanted to kill the girl and came up with a crazy idea, the first dumb thing that came out of his mouth when they asked him. I don't know. You all tell me. Anyway, Claudette Hanson, thanks for sending me the article. Greatly appreciated. I did receive some from Tamika B. Yes, ma'am. I gotcha. Wow. So yeah, I will look forward to doing a story on your email as well. Thanks for watching. Listen, you guys tell me what you think. Share your thoughts. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I am out. Please stay safe.